Hi everybody, happy Thanksgiving. I, upon request, was asked to give a little tour of my houseboat here in San Francisco, so I thought I'd take you guys with me. So let's start by showing you the most beautiful view. Look at that. This is my top deck, and you can see we're at the end of our dock here, so we have this beautiful view of all the other houseboats around us. This is San Francisco Bay. You can see we have a grill going here, which has a turkey inside, so a little happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there on Facebook. So this is the view from the top deck. Our house has a great strategic location, so we're right at the end of the dock, and our house is actually sideways, so you can see that we have this gorgeous view. So down here you can see we have some kayaks. That's a little speedboat right there that my dad calls the Tiny Toughster because that was the name he used to call me, so that's what he called the speedboat. And you can see our house is called Wolf Island. You can see the name right there. My parents designed the logo. It's called that because, and all houseboats have names, the same way all boats have names, because the guy who created the house back in the 60s, he built it, and his initials were WOF. So when my parents bought this house in the 60s, it was called Wolf Island, so they added an L. So here you can see I'm going down the stairs. There's the top deck. There's my parents' dog Skipper. Hi Skipper! And this is our lower deck. It's pretty big. So you can see some of our neighbors. My dad put a searchlight out on the piling there. So the pilings are put deep into the mud, and they have tires around them, and the house is permanently roped to these pilings to hold it in place. Common question I get is, does the house move? And no, it does not go anywhere. It's in a permanent situation. So you see there's some stairs that you can take down to the lower deck. My dad's really big into gardening, so he enjoys gardening. My parents have a little hot tub over here for some fun times out on the back deck. Now this right here is the view out of my parents' bedroom. Their bedroom's right here. So every morning when they wake up, this is what they get to see. It's not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. Looks pretty good. Feel free to ask me questions if you guys have any. Skipper seems to be following me around enjoying. Hey Skip! This is Skipper. He is our boat mascot. He's very good at boating. He has a tiny little life jacket that he wears when we go out. Where are we going next, Skip? Should we go over here? So we started on the top floor upstairs, and now we will go into the middle floor. Oh, that's what he wanted. So the middle floor is the main entrance to the house. So I went in the back here. But right here, this is the front door. This is where you enter. Hi everybody! So as you can see, it also says Wolf Island on the front of the house. This door is made of a solid piece of redwood. It's the same piece of redwood that makes up the dining table. You might be able to hear over there, there is a pigeon doing a mating dance. So as you can see, my mom likes to collect masks. She is slightly fond of collecting them. So she has a very extensive collection that has been built over the last 35 years of them living here. So it's pretty interesting. My mom has made a couple of these. Let's see if I can find some that she's made. I know she made this one. I'll have to admit, I did make this one, and it's very embarrassing, so we're not going to talk about it. Let's see what else I have. I know my mom made this one, and a couple others. Oh, and this is one that she made of me. So here you can see. And there's another wolf. My parents are big fans of wolves. Hi guys! Here's some family arriving for Thanksgiving. Hi.
How are you?
So good to see you.
So good to see you.
Mwah.
Such a treat. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, you look good.
Thank
You
you.
look good.
Hi.
So how's life, honey?
Life is great. I'm doing a Facebook Live video right now of our house. So
Nice.
say hi to the viewers. This is my sister.
This is Jenny.
And this is Sweet Freddy. This is our friend Joe.
Joe.
Hi.
Hi, Liz.
So good to
How are
see
you? Good to see
you.
you. Always.
So come on in.
Cousin Ronnie over there.
There's Ronnie. So here you can see our front entrance. I got a couple people watching. I got 3 people watching.
Sweet. Right. Welcome to
Oh,
Wolfisland.
Skipper says hello.
We got guests.
Alright, so there's the front entrance. This is my parents' bedroom.
Happy
See, it says Captain.
Oh my God, Skipper, you're freaking out, dude.
Here's where you can have the boat. Yeah, that's happening. We're gonna go downstairs. There's a lot of activity upstairs. I'm doing a live video for Facebook,
I know
so
you
say
are. That's so
hello.
cool. Happy Thanksgiving.
This is my uncle,
Hi.
and I'm giving a little tour of the house per request.
Cool.
So this is the downstairs. Sorry about all the noise. This is the downstairs. This is actually sort of a basement, but on a houseboat there's no basement because it doesn't go into the earth. So the water level actually comes up to about here. So technically I'm underwater right now, which is pretty cool. My mom, who's a big artist, has a lot of paintings on the wall here. And what you can see is the reason there's these big beams is because this cement sort of bubble is what holds up the house. This is technically the bottom of the house up here. So this cement bubble is what keeps the house floating, but it needs big support beams. So there's them, they're lining the whole bottom floor. So there's 5 rooms down here. My mom has her art studio, which right now is being used because someone's staying in there, but she likes to do a lot of artwork. So she has a whole big art studio here with a pretty little upper area here where she can hang out. And you can see the view outside is gorgeous. That right there is Mount Tamalpais, which my high school is called Mount Tamalpais, so that's what it's named after. You can see beautiful view from inside the art studio. So going back downstairs, go back down into the bilge, it's called. My dad has a very extensive workshop with every tool you could possibly need because he's a big handyman. So that is a bit of a mess. So we're not gonna go in there, it's a little bit of a mess and he might get mad at me. Anyways, continuing through here, we have the stairs that go back upstairs, and there's just some storage in this back room back here. So we'll keep going down the hallway. A little bit more storage right here because my parents love to have a lot of stuff. In here is a guest bedroom. So this is actually underwater right now. The water level comes up to about here. So in our little bathroom down here, there's a big pump under this table that has to pump the water every time you flush or take a shower. It pumps the water back up because technically it's below water level right now. Some more of my mom's artwork. She's a very beautiful painter. And my dad likes to collect things, as you will see. This is his doorknob collection, his bath handle collection. He's collected old pool cues, old dials, etc. This is where Joshua and I are staying, but this also happens to be a full gym. And again, we are underwater right now. The water level comes up to about here. So that's why the windows are really high up, and this wall is all cement. So my dad has a nice big gym back here, and a fun little loft, which if I can climb this without hurting myself, you can see up here, this cute little loft. This window right here, Jason, that you're asking about, this goes out into the front deck, where I just was greeting some family. So if I were to go out this window right now, I would just keep going down the dock towards the parking lot. And then there's... Sorry the connection dropped for a second there, but I'm going back upstairs now to the middle level.
Jeannie.
Hey Dad, I'm giving a little Facebook Live tour of our house. Can I show them the bedroom?
Yeah.
What year did you buy this house in?
32 years ago.
32 years ago. So here's my parents' bedroom. So you can see. Beautiful view. Imagine waking up to that every day.
You want the bathroom?
I'm okay. This right here is guest bedroom that we have. Now this used to be my bedroom. It is no longer my bedroom. It is now a guest bedroom. Bum, bum, bum. Anyways, so that's the middle layer of the house. Now the top layer is the big one. This is where everything is. Now before I go upstairs, look at the ceiling. That is a skylight made out of old bottles. Goes straight through the roof. And I'll go upstairs. It might get a little loud. My parents have very interesting little things all throughout the house like this. Ropes, fish. They like to collect things, as you can see. So, as you can see coming up the stairs here, there's actually a hole right in the ceiling here. And right there is where the front door is. So you can see people when they come in. 2 bathrooms right here. There's portholes everywhere in this place because my parents are all about the portholes. So you can see more collections of things. Butterflies. There's ducks. There's a collection of old items from my mom's home growing up. They're big collectors. So this is our Thanksgiving table. It's our big dining table. It's covered right now, but it's the same big slice of redwood as the front door. And if you'll notice, there are no legs to this table. It is hanging by chains from the ceiling. So when Thanksgiving gets going and everyone's cutting away at the turkey, the whole thing starts moving. So again, as I was showing you guys before, there's a bunch of bottles in the ceiling and this goes straight through to the sky. There's a lot of other old skylights up here that have been covered over for a while. But here you can see a beautiful mosaic actually that my sister made for the house that goes over the dining table. My sister makes beautiful mosaics. So here is a very embarrassing portrait of me. So enjoy that because it's embarrassing. And my mom is all about being thankful. So this year she's having us take these leaves and write something that we're thankful for. So I'm gonna write one. I'm gonna say that I am thankful for family. I'll continue that afterwards. As you can see, the wolf motif continues around this whole house because again the house is named Wolfisland. Here's another porthole showing you the front entrance to the house. So you can see that's our dock that we walk down to get to the front. There's a lot of portholes everywhere. So here's a good picture on the wall here. This is the guy who built the house. And one time when he was building the house, there was a walrus head. When my parents bought this house, there was a walrus head on the wall. That is a real thing that happened. And my parents still bought it. This is the kids' table because we're adults, but we still have to sit at the kids' table forever. That just never ends. Adults table, kids' table, adults table. So hiding next to the kids' table, this is actually a pool table right here, although it's covered in other stuff right now. So the thing about this pool table though is the house has to be perfectly level, it has to be weighted properly or all the balls roll to one side, which has been the issue for a while now, that it's not weighted properly. That's a big thing on houseboats, you have to make sure if you put furniture on one side, you have to put equally weighted furniture on the other side. So more collections of things over here. My parents are big collectors of random items. There used to be a huge flea market nearby that they would collect things from. So here's another nice pretty view of the front entrance. So you can see that's the dock we walk down. Our parking lot is over there. And we walk down this dock and down this ramp and the front door to our house is right down here. So just a beautiful day in San Francisco, although it's very, very cold out. It is like 50 degrees outside right now, and last night it got down to about 30 something. So again, here I'll take you outside. You can take a look once again at our beautiful view that we have on this back deck. And I think I explained it before, but these pilings that go deep into the mud, they have these tires around them, and that's what the house is tied to. Houses usually stay in their specific spot on the dock, the same way a house would stay in its specific spot on the street, obviously. But yeah, they don't move very often. So here's a great view of the back deck. Family's hanging out on the top deck over there. And again, we have a very beautiful view of the bay. Now over the houses over there, this is about where San Francisco is on that side, and the Golden Gate Bridge is like right over there. So Sausalito, which is a very beautiful place. Look at all the seagulls. Hey guys! They're hanging out. Sausalito is the first town on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge. Meaning when you drive over the Golden Gate Bridge away from San Francisco, the first town that... Sorry about the pause there, guys. The Wi-Fi is not fantastic. Anyways, as I was saying, San Francisco, heading away from San Francisco over the Golden Gate Bridge, the first place you'll come to is Sausalito. So here's another nice view of our little dock. Hey seagulls! What's up? What you guys doing? Oh, that guy's not gonna slip and fall. Anyways, this is our neighbor's house. Sorry for some of the mess, don't mind it. My parents put a lot of effort into making this house look nice. So as you can see, this whole top floor goes all the way through. There's no walls, except for maybe the kitchen at the end there, but it really goes straight through. All of our pool cues. And here's another fun thing. My parents are big collectors of things, so there's some fishing poles. This is a real blowfish skeleton. As you can see from this guy's expression, he was not having a good day when he died. So it's very sharp, and that is a real skeleton hanging on the ceiling here. Now that's not the craziest collection we have. Feel free to drive the door whenever you know, get in the mood. Again, portholes everywhere. There's some more really cool skylights here that my parents covered over not that long ago because this place was not built with any regulations in mind. So a lot of things, the roof has had its fair share of needing some patches. Alright, heading back over here. Here were the stairs where we came up. This is the living room area. There's a real fireplace right here. My dad also has the biggest collection of ice cream scoops, probably in the world. As you can see. He's a big collector. Now that's not the best collection. The best collection is right over here. My dad collects swords and weapons. There is an axe. There is a ball and chain. There's some more swords. He has a lot of them everywhere. They're on pretty much every other one of these window panes.
Freddie had a rotator cuff. Twice on the same shoulder. He's in the same.
Lots and lots of swords. There's a nice samurai sword. We're going into the kitchen. This is the kitchen. I'm giving a live tour of our home.
Hello.
Hello.
There's Joshua.
Josh and Joe are just catching up.
They're catching up.
The last time I saw
your
Josh,
normal.
he was being transported in a frenzy to meet his bride.
Yes, at the big wedding.
Very, very sweet, very sweet.
Well, continue catching up. Don't let me interrupt you.
All right, honey. Love you.
Love you. As you can see,
as a country,
beautiful view out of the kitchen.
they've grown. Yeah, I mean, every healthcare, their minimum of the surrounding countries, like I guess a middle.
Lots of pretty flowers, lots of things are baking. There's some pies in the oven that are looking good.
And they
Got some potatoes on the stove. I'm making some challah.
have them come in. So if
Say
they
hello
make
to
more money,
Facebook.
they're going in.
Oh, you're doing that
I'm
now?
doing a Facebook
Oh my
Live video.
gosh,
It's
Delta.
amazing how
We
they
have quite a
have
feast
become
going
like a
on.
hub
Yes,
of
we have a lot of
Central
people.
America.
Everything. I'm taking them through the whole house.
Give me some glasses or should I get plastic cups?
So that's the whole upstairs. You can go back down to the middle level here. So people that picture a houseboat and think small sailboat, not really. This house is over 3,500 square feet. It does float. Every day, twice a day, the tide comes in and out, and the house will either float or sit on the mud. So here, I'll give you another shot of the... This is the view from the back deck. You can see we have our kayaks down there. We have a speedboat over there. And what you can do is you can actually, there's two long docks that come out right here, and there's an opening right here, so we can take our kayaks and we can kayak all the way through and out into the bay, going all the way over to the Golden Gate Bridge, which is way over there towards San Francisco. There's my niece hanging dangerously over the top deck with reckless abandon. So here, I'll take you guys again. There's the name of the house. It's called Wolfisland. All boats have names. And my dad has antlers here for no apparent reason, other than the fact that he likes to collect weird things. And you can see along the side of the house here. There's some of our neighbors. You can see we're not that far off from land. Our dock is pretty short. It's only, I think, like 30 houses. But then some of these other docks are very long. So this dock over here, which is called Issaquah, keeps going all the way to there. So it has a lot more people than we do. Don't worry, Jason, I'll tell Joshua you said hi. Anyway, so you can see the house is sort of an interesting shape. It was built back in the 60s when there were no regulations on anything. So I think that's pretty much the whole tour. If anyone has questions, feel free to comment. I'm happy to answer them. Again, I'll show you guys. This is my parents' bedroom. So whenever they wake up, this is the view that they see when they wake up every morning. Pretty nice, right? Pretty good? Not too shabby. And this is a hot tub that hopefully on New Year's, for everyone that's coming on New Year's, this is going to get a lot of good use. It's not a huge one, but it can definitely fit a couple people. And we usually keep it empty because I think I mentioned it earlier that houses have to be weighted properly so that things aren't, falling through the whole house isn't tilting when it's floating. So they keep the hot tub, because it's on the back deck here, actually empty most of the time. Because once you fill it up with water, it's kind of heavy and the whole house starts to tilt a little bit. So especially because we have a pool table upstairs, if the house is not weighted properly, it can't really play pool because there's a pretty extreme disability that all the balls go wow over to that side. So just expect to always get your balls in the same pocket when you're playing pool. Besides that, I think that's a nice big tour of my house. Grew up here. My parents have owned the house for 33 years, right on San Francisco Bay. Give you one nice little shot of it again. And I asked my mom if she wanted to chat, but she's busy doing things and cooking things. But she did say that one of her favorite things about living here is the view and being near the water and being able to go boating anytime she wants. So I'm going to go back inside here. And actually I'll go out the front so I can give you guys a nice view of the whole house. I think my parents have enough hats. They're big collectors. I'm going to say collectors, not hoarders, because I don't think they would appreciate that. Hi, everybody. Going out the front door again. Again, the house is called Wolfisland. And as you can see, my mom's mask collection is pretty intense. She likes to make masks, collect them. She goes to farmers markets all the time. So again, here's the little window that goes into the gym that I showed you guys. There's the other side of it. Here's our ramp going down. have a couple other neighbors here. Some of the houses look a little bit more like boats, like this one, or some of them are just big square houses like this guy. But none of these are really meant to unhook and drive away. They're all sort of stuck on their spots, the same way a house on a street would be. So there it is. There's Wolf Island. It's pretty deep actually, you can't see the whole thing. But that's our home. And right there you can see Wolf Island. That's the name. So, for those of you that wanted to know what a houseboat is like, there's went too far away from the Wi-Fi. That's my bad. Anyways, alright you guys. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving and a nice restful holiday. I hope you guys all have wonderful things to be thankful for. I know I'm thankful for all my friends and family and being up here, which is actually kind of a warm day for San Francisco, which means it's like 52. So it's kind of cold out. I'm getting a little chilly being out here, but the sun feels nice. Anyways, love you guys. Hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. See you guys soon.